Hello everyone, and welcome to another art video with me, Angela of Morbid Heart Designs. And today we're going on with the Zodiac series, really focusing on the dark Pisces. I did decide my Pisces will be mermaids because it brings in the human element, but it also brings in the fish element. Now, as usual, as I've only done this once, but it is going to be the usual, before I do this project, I do research on the star signs and base it off the dark things that I've located. I really liked this blog that I found called ebonymccarthy.com as where I basically decided I wanted to focus on my research. Now, this is a blog, so I'm not sure located this individual's credentials. However, I really like how they wrote things out and how they break things up. So I decided this is probably going to be where I get as much inspiration as I can for the dark side because I really like what they've done. And one thing that I really like about this particular one being the Pisces is that you've got them, they describe the Pisces that I've seen, but I've never really been friends, like I'm friends with Pisces, but I've never dated. My best friends weren't Pisces. I've just had casual acquaintances, so it's a different perspective of them. So I liked this darker side. I found it interesting that this blogger started talking about amongst all the different water signs that this is the only water sign that doesn't actually have a shell. The other signs have shells because according to this blog, it's a metaphorical armor to defend and protect themselves, which is something that the Pisces actually struggles with. And that's interesting to me, not knowing Pisces very well or anyone that is Pisces very well. And because of the lack of shell that they do have, that makes them more vulnerable and damaging to themselves, which is the interesting part of it. And I wanted to depict that a little bit with this piece of art. The lack of this protective armor is what puts them in a position to be used and abused, and it is possible that because of this they don't learn things to protect themselves as well as other star signs do. Pisces can be seen as self-destructive in love in particular because they tend to believe that love is pain and pain is love, which is definitely not, in my opinion, a healthy way to look at it. Pisces also tend to be very intuitive, but that doesn't mean they handle their intuitions or their suspicions correctly. They often have a tendency to flee from things like the fish that Pisces depict. They can be very passive aggressive, disappear, they'll do anything they can except for confront the issue. They can handle things extremely childlike as well. They don't like to be let down. Pisces 100% believe in the people that they invite into their lives, and when that person goes against them, that's when the dark side can really come out. They can be extremely vindictive and want to get revenge and always do things in a way that they're the victim. So it's interesting how this dark side of the Pisces functions. I do recognize some of these traits in my past. I don't like confrontation. I don't like to deal with issues. I tend to want to run from them, and it's something that I've been working on. But I can't help but wonder, will I recognize that in other star signs as I go through and learn more about them? I guess we'll see. I will be honest, I feel like I did miss my own bar on this project with this particular one as the dark Pisces. I don't feel like, I feel like maybe it was way too subtle in regards to it. So I'm actually going to go back to the boards before the next month Zodiac and revisit how I want to do that, because it's just, it's way too subtle, the dark things that I wanted to come off of based off of the descriptions and whatnot that I've been talking here. So hopefully next month is more successful. Well, thanks for watching this. I hope you're not as disappointed with this piece as I am, though I'm not really disappointed because I do think it turned out really well. The colors are fucking amazing. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't, and make sure to check out my social medias. I also started a Patreon if you're interested in that. In future videos, if you do sign up, you'll get a thanks that starts to roll right about now. So from my dog heart to yours, have a wonderful day. Please don't die before my next